Hi everybody, it's Niki V Reads, and I promised that we were going to start reading after. So I'm reading it on my phone, and I don't know if you all can see that there on Wattpad, but After by Todd, and the movie's coming out soon, and the story behind it is that I need to read this because my sister wants to take me to the movies and see After, but she wants me to read the book first. And so I did start reading the book, I'm not gonna lie. I started to read it and I kind of just didn't know how I felt about it. So now I'm gonna read it to all of you and give you my opinions. However, I want to give a huge shout out to Todd because I am a published author and it's very difficult, and a movie is being made and that's amazing for her. So I just wanted to congratulate her and tell her she's amazing. No matter what. And so here I'm sitting here and I'm going to read what she wrote. So we're going to read the first part. We're going to try to get through the first part of the book. And so after, it says Tessa is a young 18-year-old college student with a simple life. That's not really what it says because I mess up. This is why I should not read. Excellent grades and a sweet boyfriend. True. She always has things planned out ahead of time until she meets a rude boy named Harry. What happens with Harry? Oh, with too many tattoos and piercings, who shatters her plans. So, this is why I don't read out loud. But this is why I'm reading to all of you. Because when I'm not writing, I am reading. And I don't know. I feel like I couldn't get into it. No offense, Anna. Like I said, so let's get into it. All right. Oh my gosh. It doesn't have it on here. It has the movie trailers. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, hold on. We might edit this part out, but I just think I'm hilarious. It just says view the cast. Wait, I want to read After. Okay, here we go. After chapter 1. Let's see what happens, okay? I usually read an actual book. Okay, here we are. Chapter 1. Tessa. I hear my mom's voice call from downstairs. Ugh. I groan to myself and roll out of the tiny yet comfortable bed, which is always good, while neatly tucking the corners of my bed sheet into the headboard. I take my time because this is the last morning that I will be completing the task for months. It's supposed to say completing. It says competing, and I will tell you right now that I have some of those in my book. It drives me crazy. But no one else really notices. Okay, Tessa, she calls again. I'm up, I yell back. The cabinets open and close downstairs. The sounds of her frantically preparing breakfast. The knot in my stomach rose with each step to the bathroom. By the time I start the shower, it's nearly unbearable. I spent the last few years nervously anticipating college. My weekends were spent studying and preparing for this day while my peers were out getting drunk, wasting their time, and jeopardizing their futures. So here's Tessa, and I feel like this character is kind of overused lately in the last, 10 years, which I'm dating myself here, but, this sweet, innocent girl meets this bad boy, but you know what? Come on, girls. It's true. We do it. All of us do it. So here we go. I got Cash is done. He's at my feet. Okay, Cash, so what are we doing? Cash. Okay, he's down here. Cash, I can't get the camera to come down here. I can't him to come up here. Where are you?
Come here.
Come here by mommy. So come say hi to everybody real quick. Because he's sitting on my feet. Say hi, Cash. Say hi to the camera. Yes, you love mama. Okay, so Cash, what is going on? I actually do this all day, so don't, judge me. Okay. So, my weekends were spent studying and preparing for this day while my peers were out getting drunk, wasting their time, and jeopardizing their futures. What do you think? The day my acceptance letter to Washington State University came, I was thrilled. I expected it, but that didn't take any of the excitement away. My mother cried for what felt...
Get that out of there. Redo that.
My daughter wants me to cut that part, so not happening. So anyway, okay. My mother cried for what I felt like hours. I do that. I cry. My daughter got braces. I cried. That's what happened. True story. Okay, so all my hard work finally paid off. I had once considered leaving Washington for college, but eventually decided against it. I like familiar. I can't even talk, guys. This is why I'm a writer and not I don't sit here and read this professionally. I'm not even going to try to read it professionally because it's just not going to happen. I like familiarity. Familiar. She likes to be familiar. Okay. And routines just like my mother. The hot water loosens my strained muscles. How long have I been in here? I hurry and wash my hair and body, lazily running a razor over my legs to remove the small stubble that has appeared over the weekend. As I wrap the towel around my wet body, my mother calls my name again. I ignore her. Okay, see, that part just makes me kind of smile a little bit because Anna puts in there my wet body, and I don't really write like that, so I just assume that you know that you're wrapping a towel around your wet body. But and I'm not, and like I said, guys, I'm not ragging on Anna at all. She's amazing. She writes amazingly. But it's just, she's very detailed, which is awesome. I read it and I can really picture it. And so I just think that's amazing. So I'm just awesome. Okay. So those are my little comments, my side notes. I know she's nervous for my arrival day at college, but I have had this planned down to the hour for months. My boyfriend Noah will be here soon to ride with me and my mother. He is 1 grade younger than me, and for the 100th time, I mentally scold his mother for putting him in kindergarten a year late. Noah keeps a perfect grade point average. He is brilliant and will be joining me at WSU next year. I do wish that he was coming now, especially considering that I won't know a single person at college. I just need a decent roommate. That's the only thing I'm asking for. A decent roommate. Some of this is me, but commenting, so don't mind me. Teresa, I am coming now. Please don't call me my name again. It doesn't say that. I'm making up words. Please don't call my name again, I yell as I walk down the stairs. Noah is sitting at the table across from my mother, dressed in a blue polo shirt and khakis. His normal attire. His blonde hair is combed and lightly gelled to perfection. I can picture that with Summit, my husband. Hey, college girl. He smiles a bright, perfectly lined smile while standing to pull me into a tight hug. Sorry, guys. Hey, I give him a quick, equally bright smile, and my dirty blonde hair, really, guys? Okay, sorry. Pull my dirty blonde hair into a bun. I do that. I actually had my hair in a bun right before I started reading. Okay, I make my way to the mirror in the hallway and nod. She is right. My hair needs to be presentable today. And of course, she did not hesitate to remind me. She never does. Some mothers don't, guys. Come on now. Let's think about this. Okay, so here we go. It's getting interesting. I make my way to the mirror in the hallway and nod. She's right. Okay, I wrote that. I will put your bags in the car. Noah offers and picks up the keys from the table with a quick kiss on my cheek. He disappears from the room. The butterflies in my stomach dance around as I walk to the car. At least I have 2 hours to make them disappear. The butterflies. I have no idea what college will be like. Will I make friends? All right, guys. So, we have an ad. I love this. Anna Todd, really amazing. So they're getting into the car, and I'm doing my first video that my teenagers say I need to do this to perfection, you guys. And let me know. Any of you have any comments? For sure, let me know what I can do better. Whatever. But I'm Niki V for the Vale, or Valerie. Valerie's my daughter. But I just feel like, I just want to have fun, and read. So I got an ad. Okay. continue reading the next part. Hold on. We have an ad. I don't know, like, what I'm allowed to read. Okay. Anyway, okay. We might edit that out. If we don't, guys, this is me. I'm Nikki. I'm just me. Always. So, okay, so here we go. Here we are. My mother squeals as we drive through the stone gate and into the campus. The campus looks just as great in person as it did in the brochures and online. I am impressed. The buildings are old and elegant. Hundreds of people, parents hugging and kissing their children goodbye. Clusters of freshmen dressed head to toe in Washington State University gear, and a few stragglers lost and confused fill the area. The size of the campus is intimidating, but hopefully after a few weeks I will feel at home. The orientation is short, and I sit alone, my usual forte. A seemingly nice middle-aged woman gives me my dorm key and sends me on my way. I already feel more freedom than I have in the last 18 years. I want to see your dorm room before I go, honey. I just can't believe you are in college. Oh my gosh, I understand that. My only daughter, a college student, living on her own. I just can't believe it. She whines and wipes my eyes, careful not to mess up her makeup. Wipes her eyes, careful not to mess up her makeup. Okay, like I'm her mom, seriously. Noah follows us, carrying my bags as we navigate through the corridor. Now, just be sure to remember everything I told you. You don't want to do anything to ruin your future. She checks the time on her watch, a watch that she certainly can't afford, but purchased anyway. It's B22. We are in C Hall, I tell them. Luckily, I see a large B painted on the wall. Down here, I instruct, and they follow. I am thankful that I only brought a few clothes, a blanket, and some of my favorite books with me, giving Noah less to carry. B22. Her heels are outrageously high for the amount of walking we just had to endure. I slide the key into the old wooden door. It creaks open and my mother gasps. The room is small. With 2 tiny beds and 2 desks, my eyes travel to the reason of my mother's surprise. One side of the room is covered in music posters, mostly bands I have never heard of. The faces on them covered in piercings and tattoos. Okay, piercings and tattoos. So that's like a huge thing for this book. That's what I hear all the time when anyone reads the book or the trailer or anything on it. There's a lot of piercings and tattoos. I love how detailed she is about it because really I feel as an author, as a writer, not even as an author, guys, as a writer and a reader, because I'm a reader. I am an avid reader. And as a reader, I will not speak as a writer. As a reader, I feel like these are things being pointed out for a reason. You know what I mean? So here we are in the beginning of the book still, and I just feel like these things are being pointed out for a reason. We don't know, maybe just because Anna is so pure, whatever. It's my opinion. Okay, so anyway. My eyes travel to the reason of my mother's surprise. One side of the room is covered in music posters, mostly bands I have never heard of. The faces on them covered in piercings and tattoos. The girl laying across the bed, bright red hair, eyes lined with what looks like inches of black liner, and her arms are covered in tattoos, which, just gotta say, guys, that's all I gotta say. Hey, the stranger offering a smile. Her smile is quite intriguing, much to my surprise. I'm Steph, she says, and sits up on her elbows. Steph seems kind of cute at this point, I think she does. Like, I picture her in my head, like, hey, what's up, Hey, I'm Tessa. I choke, all of my manners flying out the window. Welcome to WSU, where the dorms are tiny and the parties are huge. The crimson-haired girl grins. Her head falls back into a fit of laughter. My mother's jaw is resting wide open on the carpet, and Noah shifts uncomfortably. Poor Noah. Noah is so sweet, this boy. I just can't even imagine what's about to happen to him. Steph walks over, closing the gap between us, and wraps her thin arms around me. I am taken aback by her affection, but I return her kind gesture. So it's like an awkward hug. A knock sounds at the door as Noah drops my bags onto the floor, and I can't help but hope that this is all some sort of sick joke. Come in, my new roommate yells. The door opens and two boys walk inside before she finishes her greeting. Boys inside the female dorms on the first day. Maybe Washington State was a bad decision. Tessa seems like prude. You know what I mean? But she doesn't at the same time. I don't know. Because I can kind of relate to her cuteness, and her, I don't know. But at the same time, she's very uppity, smart. I'm here to learn, not party. And I have an awesome boyfriend that I've had forever, and I'm just staying with him, and everything's fine. And so that's my, this is my commentary, guys. Whatever. Take it or leave it. I mean, obviously, if you don't like me, just don't watch my damn videos. Oh, sorry. Don't watch my videos. I'm going to edit that out. But if you love my reading and my commentary on it, then for sure. Because this is helping me read this book. So I just want you to know. Plus, I really, I'm kind of like sitting here and kind of intrigued on my own. I've already read this part of the book. But it's more interesting to read it with somebody. And I got my baby down here. He's sleeping. Oh my goodness. So she's like freaked out right now. These boys walk in. Sorry guys. I assumed by the pained expression covering my mother's face, she's thinking the same. The poor woman looks like she may pass out at any moment. I wouldn't blame her. Hey, you Steph's roomie? The blonde boy asks. He doesn't have as many tattoos as the other boy, but he has them. Yeah, my name is Tessa. I managed to get out. I'm Neil. Don't look so nervous, it throws people off, he says with a smile, reaching out to touch my shoulder. You'll love it here. His smile is warm and inviting, despite his harsh appearance. So, Neil seems kind of cool, right? I'm ready, guys, Steph says, grabbing her thick black bag from the bed. My eyes shift to the tall, brown-haired boy leaning against the wall. His hair is a mop of waves on his head, pushed back off his forehead, and he has metal in his eyebrow and lip. His eyes travel down his black t-shirt. My eyes travel down his black t-shirt to his arms, which are covered in tattoos as well. Not an inch of untouched skin is seen. So we got sleeves here, guys, of tattoos. I expect him to introduce himself, but he doesn't. Instead, he rolls his eyes in annoyance and pulls a cell phone from the pocket of his tight black jeans. He definitely isn't as friendly as his blonde friend. See you around, Tessa, Neil says, and the three of them exit the room. I let out a long breath. To say that was uncomfortable would be an understatement. And I get that. If I was in a new college in a new place and these three really intimidating people were with me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack. And you would think that me, I would be all friendly and huggy, which I am. But you would think I wouldn't be nervous, but I would be nervous. So, with this, I can relate to Tessa with that part. You are getting a new dorm, my mother yells out as soon as the door clicks shut. No, I can't, I sigh. It's fine, Mother. I do my best to hide my nerves. I don't know how well this will work out either, but the last thing I want is my overbearing mother causing a scene on my first day of college. I cannot have that, seriously. That was my commentary. She didn't write that. My overbearing mother causing a scene on my first day of college. I'm sure she won't be around anyway. I try to convince her along with myself. Absolutely not. We're not going to switch now. We're going to switch now, sorry. Absolutely not. We're going to switch now. Her long blonde hair is flipped to one shoulder. You will not be in a room with someone who allows males into her room. Those punks at that. She shrieks. She shrieks. Mother, please. I look into her blue eyes and then to Noah. Let's just see how it goes. Please, I beg. She looks around to the room again, taking in the decor covering, steps aside and huffs dramatically. Fine, she spits, much to my surprise. Alright, guys, so it's getting good. Now we met the boys. Okay, so that was chapter 1 and 2. Very neat, very intriguing with the boy with the brown hair. And so next time we're going to read chapter 3, and I will just give you a piece of the next chapter. Is after an hour, my mother warning me against parties and boys, she finally makes her move to leave. So that'll be next time. It has been amazing reading to you guys, amazing sharing with you guys, and let's keep doing it. So I'm going to be here reading this book to you, giving my commentary, telling Anna you did an awesome job and congratulations on your movie. And I'll be here for chapter 3 next at me and Cash. You can't see him because he's down there at my feet sleeping, which he usually does. But I will be back with chapter 3. So I hope you like this video, and thank you guys for joining me.